We are here in the coastal mountains of Oregon to show you how you can use the brainHat system to take your OpenBCI biosensing experiments anywhere. Start by downloading the brainHat disk image operating system. Flash it to an SD card and plug it into your Pi. Connect your dongle. Here we have wired the USB port directly to the test pads of a Pi Zero for a compact form factor.
It's still a bit flimsy, so you can 3D print yourself a case, or do the next best thing and make one out of Lego.
Simply plug in your Raspberry Pi, wait for it to boot up, and then turn on your Cyton board. In a few moments, you should notice the red data receive light beginning to flash. This means that the system is connected. On your Android phone, open up the Wi-Fi settings and connect to the brainHatMobile network. Once you are connected, open up the brainHatMobile Android application. Soon, you will see your device appear. You can now view the EEG data with or without a filter. You can also view the band powers, and you can go to the Raw Data tab to start and stop a recording session. Enter the name of the session and tap Start Recording. Once you have started the recording file, you do not need to stay close to the subject for the duration of the test, because the file is being recorded on the Raspberry Pi server. When you are ready to stop the recording, simply reconnect to the brainHat server and hit Stop Recording. When you're all done with your studies, you should do a graceful shutdown on the Raspberry Pi. From the brainHatMobile application, tap the device information and click Shut Down Device. That will take you to a web application on the Raspberry Pi server where you can find a reboot and a shutdown button to do a graceful stop.
When you are back in the lab, you will need to retrieve your files from the brainHatMobile Raspberry Pi. Power up the Raspberry Pi and wait for the brainHatMobile Wi-Fi access point to appear. Connect to the Pi access point. When you are connected, go to your web browser and enter the address for the access point. Tap on Wi-Fi status and then configure Wi-Fi. Select client mode, and then you can pick from a list of available access points to join. Enter the password for your Wi-Fi access point and tap Submit. It will take a moment or two, but this device will eventually join that Wi-Fi network. On your Windows PC, open up the brainHat Viewer application. The brainHatMobile device will appear, along with any other brainHat servers you have on your lab network. Right-click on the device and select Get Files from Device. This will open up the Windows File Explorer to the address of the Shared Network folder on the Pi. Enter your username and password for the Pi user. Look in the Home folder for the EEG subfolder. You will find your brainHat recording files in this directory. The brainHat system supports recording in PDF format as well as in OpenBCI ASCII text format. You can use the Windows File Explorer to copy these files directly to your PC. In the brainHat Viewer application, select the directory where you just copied your files. You can use the brainHat viewer to open your BDF files to review and analyze your recording. If you have the program installed, you can also open these files using the EDF browser application. Your brainHat recordings will open using a default montage for raw data. You may have to tap the Fit to Pane button to see all the channels. You can use the brainHat viewer application to open your OpenBCI GUI text format files. The text format files recorded with the brainHat server application are compatible with OpenBCI GUI software. So you can use this program to analyze your files as well. Before you power down a brainHat Raspberry Pi server device, it is important to do a graceful shutdown. Right-click on the server and select Manage Device. This will open up your web browser at the device address. Along with the Wi-Fi configuration, the web pages have a few useful bits of status information, and you should use the shutdown page anytime you want to reboot or power down the device.